Hey everybody, welcome to today's Facebook Live. I'm very excited about today because I'm very passionate about this topic, and that is that you are the hero you've been waiting for. Okay. So interestingly enough, I love this analogy. So I'm going to start with a little story. You're out on the water, you're in a boat, out not near land, but out there. And the boat capsizes and it's broken apart and you're there floating in the water all by yourself. And you think to yourself, you have two choices. Choice number one is that you can start swimming towards shore, whatever direction you think shore is, you can start swimming there. Choice number two is that you can tread water and wait for someone to come save you. With choice number one, at least you're going somewhere. You are moving towards shore and you just might pick the right direction and you just might swim yourself to shore. With choice number two, you are going to tread water until you get too tired and until too much time passes and you get defeated by the fact that no one has come. We need, when faced with difficult situations, whether it be in business or in life or in anything, we need to claim our power and be our own damn hero. Okay? Because when we wait there for someone to come save us, what we're telling ourselves, our subconscious mind, is I'm not strong enough. I can't do it. Someone better than me has to come and save me. Right? And that's a powerless mindset to be in. So we grew up, right? We grew up with a lot, especially if you're my age or older, we grew up with a lot of stories about princesses and princes coming to save them, these damsels in distress. And, so we were indoctrinated with this mindset that someone would come save us. But life isn't that way, nor should we want it to be, right? Because when we put power to have a positive outcome or to change things outside of ourselves, when we give it away by waiting for someone to save us or by thinking we need someone to save us, we essentially render ourselves helpless. We tell ourselves that we're helpless and we need someone else. But the truth is, we are all far more capable than we give ourselves credit for, right? I mean, one of the reasons why I love working with mompreneurs so much is because they are a group of women that are not only growing a business, they are, growing and caring for, and they're raising the next generation, right? And you look at these human beings and say, wow, that's a capable bunch. I mean, how many of you, haven't run into a situation where whether, your kid got hurt and there was no first aid around, or they needed to have an art project done by the next day and, there wasn't a lot of resources, or, something went wrong and you had to find a solution and work with the limited resources you had. I'm willing to bet we've all been there. And somehow we make it work. We find a way. We don't give up. We dig down deep and we find a way, right? Or if your kid needed something, and whether it be, medical help or, help at school, or they needed something and the people that were supposed to weren't doing it for them, right? We dig down deep and we find a way and we get it done because we are strong and we are capable and we can do anything. But for some reason, when we are faced with, challenging business decisions or financial decisions, or, everything seems to be going wrong in our business, we want someone to come save us. And here's the thing, I am speaking from experience. I can tell you that when in the last year of probably in the last 2 years of my food manufacturing business. I was in over my head. There was so many moving parts and I didn't feel capable of doing it. And so I was looking for someone to save me. The problem was, anytime someone offered to help, if they couldn't do the job that I knew needed to be done, then I got mad. I'd be like, you're clearly not my Prince Charming. Why are you in my way? And that's the thing, is we know the answer. We know how to do these things. And when we give our power away and when we wait for someone else, we're just frustrated because they don't do it right. So how can we be our own damn hero, right? Well, step number 1 is to take responsibility for yourself and your life, right? And this can be really hard because it means taking responsibility for all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, and just saying, this is my life and all the things that are happening in it from here on out are my responsibility, right? Somebody doesn't speak to you right, unless you stop and correct them, you're allowing it. Things don't go according to plan, which they won't. Depending on your response, you can either roll with it, or you can allow it, or you can resist it, and it can get really hard. But again, these are all your actions and your choices. So to accept responsibility for life, for your life. You don't have to accept responsibility for all the other people, just you and your life and your children. Because the beautiful thing about accepting responsibility for ourselves and our decisions and our choices and our lives is that we take our power back, right? When we put our happiness, our success, our, good day, when we put it in someone else's hands and say, here, you save me, and we don't take responsibility, and we are giving our power away because they now get to control whether we are happy, whether we are sad, whether we're successful, whether we're rich, whether we're poor. We give it away. When we take responsibility, we take it back and we say, I will decide. I will decide if I am happy. I will decide if I am successful. I will decide how it goes. And when you take your power back and you take responsibility for yourself and your life, that's when you start to be your own hero, because you start to decide things instead of having them happen to you. You decide whether you're having a good day or not. You decide how you're spending your energy. You decide who you're letting into your life and who you're creating solid boundaries with. You decide these things. And it is scary and it is hard at first, but it is empowering. And it reinforces in yourself the belief that you can. And that belief grows. Every time you enforce a boundary, every time you say no, every time you make a decision, every time you decide not to, panic, throw up your hands and surrender all hope, you are building that belief and you are rekindling that fire. And by not giving your power away, by keeping it for yourself, you get to be your own hero. Right? And that's pretty cool, because what can you do once you decide you're going to be your own hero? You are going to be the solution you've been looking for. What can you do? Well, you can take action. You can do something about it, right? You can go and make a decision. You can look for solutions. Now, here's the thing. Being your own hero doesn't mean you have to do it on your own. Right? Part of it is finding and choosing people to be on your team, to be a part of your circle, to help and support you along the way. But you're not finding people that can do it for you. You're finding people that can support you, that can like provide you with services, information, support, encouragement, any of the things you need, right? And then you can take actions and you can take big leaps or small leaps. Or you know what you can do? You can rest. Because here's the thing. Sometimes when things are too big, too hard, and too overwhelming, the best thing we can do is walk away and rest. Meaning don't focus on it. Either take a nap, literally, or rest that part of your brain and do something you enjoy. Play. Right? Because separating yourself from that decision or that stressor and taking a rest or playing, making the choice to remove yourself from that situation and choosing to rest or play or do what you need to do is empowering in that it gives your brain a time to stop focusing on it. Because here's the thing, we have been taught that when things get hard, we need to buckle down, try harder, work harder, force it. But what you resist persists. And when you start to really force it and get more and more stressed and the vicious negativity cycle is going, your thinking and your ability to problem solve gets eroded and you're not getting anywhere. But when you walk away and you make a choice to rest and do something fun or actually sleep, you're giving your brain a break, and then your subconscious can do the magic it does, and it starts to put little pieces of, the puzzle together, and sometimes solutions just show up. But you've taken the negative energy out of the situation by choosing to take a break. And the thing is, we do need rest and we do need fun. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I wish I could say, being your own hero is here. I'm going to give you a cape. You are now anointed your own hero. You have superpowers and everything is going to be simple. But that's not true, right? But by being your own hero and taking responsibility for your life and your decisions and reclaiming your power and choosing your next actions and your need for rest, you are saving yourself and you're rebuilding yourself. And you are not only becoming your own hero, but you're becoming your own cheerleader. And there's so much power to be found there, right? It's an amazing thing when you can say, no, I can figure this out, right? Even if you don't have the answer, to be able to say, it's okay, I can figure this out. It just lets your shoulders drop a little, right? Tension can release from your jaw, your forehead can unfurrow, and then you're in a lighter position and you can start to figure it out. So the moral of my story today is, I don't think superheroes wear capes anymore. I've watched The Incredibles a few times and I'm pretty sure it's dangerous. So if you want a mask instead, get your own mask. I love a good crown. I also, love anything pink and sparkly. But if you want a disguise for your superhero moments when you need to really put on that persona, get yourself a disguise. Embrace your power and be your own damn hero. All right. Thanks so much for watching today. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your comments, thoughts, all of that. As always, I can be reached in my DMs or drop me questions here. And remember, the woman that you see when you look in that mirror is exactly what a successful entrepreneur looks like. Enjoy your day. Bye.